Ottawa, Ontario, September 19, 2025, the Canadian International Trade Tribunal terminated the expiry review of its order made on November 10, 2020, in Expiry Review RR 2019-004, concerning the dumping of hot-rolled carbon steel plate and high-strength low-alloy steel plate from Ukraine. Accordingly, the Regional Tariff Response Initiative will help businesses respond, adapt, and compete amid shifting market conditions. Small and medium-sized enterprises are the backbone of Canada's economy. In a rapidly changing world, SMEs must grow, adapt, and lead. This is how we build a stronger, more resilient. On September 17, 2025, Marcel Boucher, an inmate from the Federal Training Center, died while in our custody of apparent natural causes. At the time of death, the inmate was 71 years old and had been serving a sentence of 4 years and 6 months since June 20, 2025. The inmate's next of kin have been the Minister of National Defence, the Honourable David McGuinty, issued the following statement today for Military Family Appreciation Day. Our families are the foundation of our lives. They give us belonging, purpose, and strength. They are the voices that guide us, the steady hands that support us. Vaughan, the Honourable Julie DeBruson, Minister of Environment and Climate Change, on behalf of the Honourable Tim Hodgson, Minister of Energy and Natural Resources, will make an announcement regarding retrofits and energy affordability for Canadians. Media availability will follow. Date: September. Trois-Rivières, Quebec, September 18, 2025. Members of the media are invited to a housing announcement with Caroline Durocher, Member of Parliament for Trois-Rivières and Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Housing and Infrastructure. Date: Friday, September 19, 2025. Time: 2:30 p.m. EDT. Memby. Toronto, Ontario, September 18, 2025. Members of the media are invited to an important housing announcement with the Honourable Adam Van Coeverden, Secretary of State for Sport and Member of Parliament for Burlington North, Milton West. Personal protective equipment is required for anyone in attendance. The Honourable Sean Fraser, Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada and Minister responsible for the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency, will hold a media availability on a new bill entitled An Act to Amend the Criminal Code. This bill will include measures to better protect communities. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, September 18, 2025. Members of the media are invited to an important housing announcement with the Honourable Buckley Bellinger, Secretary of State for Rural Development and Member of Parliament for Disneath, Missinippi, Churchill River. Date: Friday, September 19, 2025. Time: 11. Burnaby, British Columbia, September 18, 2025. Members of the media are invited to a housing announcement with the Honourable Gregor Robertson, Minister of Housing and Infrastructure and Minister responsible for Pacific Economic Development Canada, and Kayla Schramm, Executive Director of Macola de. The Honourable François-Philippe Champagne, Minister of Finance and National Revenue, will participate in the informal meeting of European Union Economy and Finance Ministers in Copenhagen, Denmark, on September 19 and 20. Canada's position as the only non-European country invited to this meeting. Thunder Bay, Ontario, September 18, 2025. The Honourable Patty Hajdu, Minister of Jobs and Families and Minister responsible for FedNor, will make an important announcement in support of key sectors impacted by trade disruptions. Minister Hajdu and event participants will be available for questions from. The Canadian Digital Regulators Forum reached a major milestone in its second year of collaboration with the release of a paper exploring the impact of synthetic media, artificially generated images, video, text, or audio content, which includes deepfakes, on Canadians and Canadian organizations. Today, Sherry Hodgson, President of Tlegalai Gadiani Government Incorporated, Rebecca Alty, Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, and R.J. Simpson, Premier of the Northwest Territories, signed the final self-government agreement for the Tlegalai Gadiani. The agreement supports the Tlegalai Gadiani INH. The Honourable Melanie Joly, Minister of Industry and Minister responsible for Canada Economic Development for Quebec Regions, the Honourable Marjorie Michel, Minister of Health, and Stephen Bancel, CEO of Moderna, will be announcing a major milestone in the Canadian biomanufacturing sector. Date F. 30. Remarks by Matthew Boswell, Commissioner of Competition. Meeting of the House of Commons Standing Committee on Industry and Technology, Ottawa, Ontario. Good evening, Mr. Chair and members of the committee. Thank you for the invitation to appear before you today. It's good to be back before your commit. $6 million investment in new facility to expand domestic transformer production and strengthen national energy security. Electricity grids across the country are undergoing a historic wave of investment, driven by population and economic growth, aging infrastructure, and ever-increasing demand for L. Today, Parks Canada and Beausoleil First Nation commemorated the historic significance of Beausoleil Island, with a special ceremony to unveil a plaque at Beausoleil Island in Georgian Bay Islands National Park. Beausoleil Island, known as Bimatanagoji by the Anishinabeg, is a powerful reflect. Today, the Honourable Sean Fraser, Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, issued the following statement regarding Canada's intervention before the Supreme Court of Canada. As Attorney General of Canada, I have filed a factum with the Supreme Court of Canada outlining Canada's position.